So many women come to me to lose weight. And when they have calls with me, I start to inquire a few things about what they're doing now. And what I find even at the start is they have in their mind already thinking they're going to fail again. And that's the first thing that I address. And what I find very common is because they've tried so many things and they're almost exhausted trying to find the next answer, that when they're still looking, they almost feel they're going to fail again. So what I actually find is when I dig deeper and I find out what they've been doing, it's all artificial. It's all they've been marketed to. And the marketers, they're preying on the women's weaknesses. Yes, they are. Oh yeah, just, do this and it will change everything. Just take this one supplement. Everything will, melt away. It's not going to, it doesn't work that way. You're a human being and your body is responding to everything you're doing to it. And again, it's not even their fault or your fault if you're watching this going, that sounds like me. I've tried everything. Yeah, it's because it's the artificial way and you're marketed to. So I can see it clear as day, because what I do is when I see this, I go, oh, that's an artificial way of living. You're eating artificial foods, you're living artificially, and you have artificial thoughts. Because you're a loving being and you're not even understanding who you even are. And so when you look at everything completely differently. And there's no failing, there's only moving ahead. And so what I do is I go, why don't we start with, first of all, eating real food. Yes, real food. Not packaged food or artificial food, like real ingredients, okay? And making sure that when you're eating your food, it's nourishing your body. You're not eating to try and do low carb to lose weight. That's not the way to look at this. You're feeding the body what it actually needs to heal. Women that are metabolically healthy, they're at a good weight because they're eating properly. Okay, so that's the first mistake. And I also find that a lot of women are afraid to move ahead because they don't want to give up their wine, their donuts, their time with their husband, having pizza, their addictions, yes. And you have addictions because you're trying to feel better. I understand that. However, how long do you want to keep doing that? That's the other thing that I notice is, oh my gosh, all these addictions. That used to be me, by the way, until I went, I don't want to keep feeling like this. This isn't working, and all I'm doing is thinking about my next addiction and when I can have it. So that's not really the way to live, right? And I feel like if that sounds like you probably feel trapped. And it's like, how do I get off of this virtual wheel of stress? And where I can actually feel freedom from food. Well, the first thing is awareness, being aware of, oh yeah, right, if I keep doing this, this is where it's going to lead. That's the first step. The second step is really sitting in your shit, honestly, and going, oh my gosh, you're right. I could do better. So I need to get the grit to do better. Otherwise, where are you going to go? And then the third thing is action. Yes. Instead of waiting for the exact right time. Why would you wait? Why would you wait to be healthy? No, you just got to find the right person to, first of all, listen to you. Second of all, find out what's driving all these addictions and, working with your body and your lifestyle. It doesn't have to be that hard. So what does it mean? It means moving you from an artificial way of eating and living to the natural way. This is freedom right here, right? And it just takes one simple step at a time. And when I share the right step at the right time, it's like, that looks easy. Yeah, because it's the right step at the right time. And it doesn't have to be that difficult. It's not overwhelming. It's like you're giving the body exactly what it's been asking for, likely since you were born. Honestly, women come to me and I'm like, okay, you had this immune issue when you were younger. You had your tonsils or adenoids out when you were younger. Did anyone ever talk to you about why that happened? No, they just took them out. Ooh, okay. Well, you had an immune issue. Those are immune organs when you were younger. So we still have that problem and nobody addressed it. So what we do now is we go, okay, well, how do we address it? With real food that your body can digest. And no, it's not yogurt. Come on, we have to get off this yogurt bus, right? Yogurt is a big fad right now that is actually setting women back. Why? Because they can't digest it most times, all right? And so no, yogurt wouldn't be the first choice. Although it sounds healthy, it's not for somebody who wants to lose weight and keep it off, especially with digestive issues, right? So when you give the body what it needs, then it heals itself. And it's like, wow, this is easy. This is simple. Yeah, getting back to simple and easy and being a human being again. I almost look like, okay, it kind of feels like when some woman comes to me, I feel like she's like a zoo animal and she's trapped. And I'm like, okay, why don't I take her out of the cage? I'm going to take you in the wild, but I'm going to hold on to you all the way through, all right? You're going to be with me. We're going to go out in the wild. You know what? We're going to learn to be what it feels like to be a wild animal again. Yes, with the right people. You're not by yourself. I'm here with you. You've got other women that are also out in nature. We are out being who we're supposed to be, which is human beings, right? Not just human doings all the time like robots. No, we're human beings, whole being, holistic being, spiritual, emotional, mental, everything here. Because really we're just vibration anyway. We look physical, but we're actually not. We're energy. And so we can shift your energy into this natural way of being. Everything works. Everything. The stress goes away. Shh. Yeah, because you're giving your body what it needs. And it's like, wow, it responds. How? Releases the fat. Wow, I have more energy. Wow, I can think more clearly. Wow. All these health conditions, they seem to be like disappearing. Yeah, because they were there because you weren't addressing the root cause, which likely is artificial eating, artificial living. And that does mean light too. How often do I see this? Okay, women, I can't sleep. Oh, really? Okay. How much outside time do you do in the morning? Oh, I don't go outside. Maybe at lunch for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Oh, really? Okay, so you're inside most of the time. That's artificial light. You're living an artificial life. And you're wondering why you can't sleep because you're looking at a digital. That's artificial. You're under artificial light and you're trying to tell yourself to sleep. No, remember, you are a human being. You're a wild animal. You're in captivity. So what do we do instead? It's so simple. We actually have a cheat sheet to make it even more simple. And it's called SWRPS. It's all your non-negotiables. What is the first letter in SWRPS? S. What is S? Sunshine. Even just sunlight. Even just get outside. Why are we forgetting this? We're actually supposed to be outside more than we are inside. And when you are, oh, I automatically have more energy. Oh, really? Why? Because you're a human being. You're doing what human beings do. And then you start to walk, right? Instead of sitting all day. Oh, wow, I have more energy. Yeah, because that's what human beings do, right? Maybe you'll lift heavy things once in a while. Wow, I'm getting stronger. Yeah, because that's what human beings do, okay? They're not sitting in their chair under a computer and thinking, why am I tired and have low energy? Remember, that's an artificial life. And you know what? That's not even your fault if that's you. It's not. You're in the matrix. You're programmed for that. Guess what? You're a consumer. They're making money off you and they're preying off all of your weaknesses. They are, believe me, I see it all the time. And then here come the addictions. Oh, I'm craving sugar. I'm craving this. I'm craving that. Well, yeah, you're craving it because you're trying to get out of this matrix, trying to find something quick that will make you feel good. But you know what? You have it, then how do you feel after? Guilty, shameful. Yeah, is that a way to live? I'm the messenger. I always say, like, I'm just the person with an outside set of eyes going, this is really what's happening, right? Only because, like, we're over here. This is what me and the women in Fit and Healthy Forever are doing. We're living a natural life. And when you do, you've got your power back instead of giving it to everybody else. You know what? And there's no like, oh, I feel so bad taking care of myself. No, because you're supposed to take care of yourself. Remember, you've been programmed to be taking care of everybody else and not yourself. That's a program, all right? We have to break that paradigm. We do. It's like, that's it, man. Like, probably your mom did that. Probably your grandma did that. Hey, my mom did. My grandma did too. And you know what? When I started to take care of myself, they were like, no, Marusa, I'm Russian. No, you're supposed to be over here taking care of your family. Well, I do take care of my family, but guess what? I matter too, and I'm taking care of myself. I want to feel good, all right? And so I broke the mold. I literally done like, no, I'm not doing that. No way. And I don't believe any women should either, because we matter too, right? We're forgetting about ourselves. It's not selfish. So this is what I do. I go, you know what? Just come over here, one nice step at a time. What's the first step? Seeing yourself who you want to be, okay? What's the second step? Eating enough food, not too little, not too much. What's the third step? When you're eating, eat enough protein. Why? Because you got to get strong. Think about when you're 80. Where are you going to be when you're 80? If you don't build the muscle, you're going to be weak and frail like this. And then what? You're going to be a burden. Honestly, I think about this all the time. That's one of the reasons why I stay fit and healthy, because I see what's going on right now with a lot of clients that pop on. They're taking care of their elderly parents. And my clients are suffering taking care of their elderly parents. What? That's not supposed to be like that. The elderly are supposed to be the wise one passing on the information, not in old age homes and not being able to think or move. That's not it. That's a modern day thing that should really shift. Back in the old days, the older ones were the wise ones. They used to pass on the wisdom, and so that, look how many years they've lived, right? And they're able to because they move and they can think properly. This is where we're going. This is where the natural way of living going. This is where we need to move now. This is where the future is for those that are ready for it. These are for women that need to rise. And hey, you know what? We need to rise, because you know what? We are the caregivers, yeah. So when we're better, the kids are better. When we're better, the husbands are better. When we're better, the community is better. So I believe, this is why I actually reached out to just women. Because I'm like, how can I help the world be a better place? How can I help the world be a fit and healthy place? How? The women. And the women that hear this, they go, oh my God. And the ones that hear it, they go, what is she talking about? That's okay. Those aren't the ones that are supposed to be in this tribe, right? These are the leaders. These are the peaceful warriors. These are the ones that are shifting that paradigm shift to taking care of everybody else to starting to take care of ourselves, so that, because we know when we do, guess what? We're way better taking care of our husbands and our kids. And you can do it all. Yes, you can. You can take care of yourself and them. And when you're older, your kids you won't be a burden on your kids. You won't. Why? Because you're capable. Why? Because you're just starting now. You're starting now. We need to think ahead, right? So that's why, remember the muscle? Hey, you're going to need this when you're older. That's why we need to build as much as possible. I have a lot of muscle in my body. Why? It's not for show. It's not. I know I'm going to be drawing on this when I'm older. Hey, if I fall, I can get myself up. I'm not going to go, hey, can someone help me? No way. No, I'm not. That is not me. So it's good to identify who you want to be and be that person now, and do the work to be that person. You know what? You need to do tough things. Yeah, you do. You need to have some friction once in a while. Why? That makes you stronger. And if you can do stronger things, you can do anything. Where does that come? Confidence. What's confidence? That means that you can tackle anything. How do you want to live? How do you want to live? Do you want to live to somebody who always asking for help? Or maybe somebody who can offer help? Well, if you're going to offer help, we need to be strong, right? We need to be strong. Hey, strong here, and guess what else? Here, right? So when I talk to my clients, I start here. The body follows the mind. Anybody can lose weight. Anybody. They can be a skinny fat. Yeah, that's fine. But you know what? Here's the strength right here. This is where you need to be. Right here, yeah, where you can go, wow, I can accomplish anything I want. You know what? It's going to take the time, but you know what? I'm going to have fun doing it. Yeah, because that's the life that I want. This is a playground. It's supposed to have fun. You know what? Everything is how you look at it. So with my clients, when they pop on, I have them look at it completely differently. Weight loss? No, we're getting healthy to lose the weight. We're getting stronger here and here. Yeah. And so when you do, everything's your happy place. What is it? Eating to be happy. Yeah, we're supposed to enjoy our foods. You're supposed to like your foods. You're not supposed to eat foods that you don't like just to lose weight. There's a better way. You can eat foods that you love and release the weight, right? If you like dietary fat, you're supposed to eat dietary fat. What's all this low fat stuff? Because it's low calorie. Guess what? Your hormones are made of fat. Guess what? Your cell membranes are made of fat. Guess what? You're a fathead. You need to nourish this, because guess what? You're going to lose it. You are. Probably your parents have. Maybe your grandparents have. Do you want to lose your brain? No. We need to get the fats, right? We need to eat properly, okay? And the simplest way to do it is, first of all, find someone to help you, right? Because if you keep doing the same things, you're going to get the same result. And you know what? How do you want to live the rest of your life? You've probably got 30, 40 years to live, right? How do you want to live it? You know what? How, right? And so you think about, okay, where do I start? You find someone to help you that you're in alignment with, right? They're your teammate. They're not your commandant. They're not. So if you're afraid of jumping on because Somebody's going to watch what I'm doing. They're going to take away my candy. You know what? Maybe there's an easier way. Maybe there is, right? You find someone who will listen to you first, find out what's going on here, and then eat one easy step at a time. And listen, it does need to include real food, right? You're a human being. Human beings need real food in your environment, okay? And then just create a nice little strategy for yourself. Plug and play your exercise, morning mindset piece, the morning time. That's when you tap into yourself. All the wisdom is actually right here. You're looking outside there, but it's actually right here. But you need to take a step back and tap into it, right? That's what you do in the morning. Grateful. What do you have now? What do you want? Then go to your phone and then give your power away. That's fine. You've got people to help. Start by tapping in first, right? That, I bet you, would save you decades of suffering if you just tapped into yourself. What are the messages coming in? That's what I do every single morning. I do. I meditate. Never did before. I do now. Why? Because that's where the wisdom is. It's within you, right? It's that your soul's talking to you. You just got to listen. And there's a lot of wisdom there, right? And so, and this is what directs you with your actions. And that's how you become the person you want to be. So when you look in the mirror, just ask yourself, do I like what I see? Do I like how I'm showing up? I love what I see, and I love how I'm showing up. Guess what? When I was younger, I never did. I did not. No, I didn't like what I saw. No, I'm like, no, this has to change. I'm not liking this. And I'd see myself in the mirror all the time. So I'm like, I don't want to keep looking at myself not liking myself. So I'm like, okay, I need to. So I went on this journey. Oh yeah, self-discovery. Oh yeah, sitting in my shed. I'm telling you, not literally, but I actually sat and went, what things don't I like about myself? What things do I like about myself? Okay. So that's great that I like those things about myself. That's amazing. Let me shift these things that I don't like about myself. How do I know I don't like that? Because it hurts inside. You know, it's right, it aches. And sometimes you can't sleep, right? It aches. It's because your soul's saying, listen, you can do better. You can do, and I listen to it. I'm like, no, I'm going to do better. I'm going to listen to this. And guess what? I'm going to practice it. I'm going to practice being the person I want to be. And it takes time. But you know what? It's fun. Because you get to see the rewards of that. Why? I love my family. I love my family. If I was the person I used to be, my family wouldn't like me. I don't even know if I'd have a family. So the reward is I adore my family. And I know my family loves me. And you know what? I know that because I love myself. And I know I'm a good person, right? And my heart goes out to you, it does. Because I'm not just, here's the thing, I care about you. I really do. Yeah, and I want to see more healthy people out there. So if you're watching this and you're listening to this and this really kind of like just makes sense to you, I just encourage you, first of all, to take some time to yourself and tap in. How do I want my future to look like? That's really your first step. And look to see how you've been and where you want to be. Then you go, okay, how do I get there? You find someone to help you, right? Because you can't actually figure it out yourself. I mean, you've tried, right? Go to Google. There's all different ways, right? So that is mental, that takes so much energy. When you can use the energy towards moving into the life of your dreams. Hey, listen, it took me 27 years to get what I have. I never gave up. 27 years ago, I sat on a beach in Noosa Heads and I'm like, I want to love my life. I want to do what I want to do. And you know what? I saw living on a beach. I saw having a family. I saw being a leader in nutrition. And I saw actually a family business. And guess what? I'm doing all that now. Even if it took 27 years, who cares? It's even better than I thought. It's better. I'm even doing this with my husband. Are you kidding me? I'm pinching myself every day going, look what I have. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I know where I want to go next. But I'm still grateful for what I have. But I know where I want to go next, right? I want to empower other women to go, you know what? Don't give up on your dreams. Don't. That's the past. You know what? You're smarter than that, okay? Keep going. And again, I hope that you find someone to help you. Because you know what? Life's way better on this side. And when they do, just work into the natural way of being. No more artificial stuff. No more, oh, take this pill and this, or low calorie this, or no, you need to be on this kind of deprivation, low calorie thing. It's going to work short term. Guess what? It's going to rebound back. You're going to gain even more weight, right? And you know what? What about this? Are you empowered by that? Looking at food as calorie? That's not how food is. No, food is information. Food is nutrition. Food is meant to nourish your body. Hey, I had an eating disorder. I had to figure that out. Believe me, it took a while, but I'm like, I don't want to stay with an eating disorder. I want to look at food like it's nourishing me. And so I'm not afraid of food anymore. I was afraid of food, not anymore. Yeah, so that's my little ramble for today. And thank you so much for listening. And I really hope that you actually take action.